Yep.
This your feeling source of boxing news. Giving you exclusive interviews with less born interludes. It's Skywalker, fly talker, and a fire sparker. Giving you the news straight, not a side talker. Daily boxing updates with live fight streams. Gym visits, sneak peeks from behind the scenes. Plus we link with more boxing and they spitting toxin. Strong like a pack of oxen, ain't no other option. He got a new addition, Poppy from Yayo. Heavy on the Poppy, Legato on the Yayo. Ernest X, a retired military vet. He a comedian, so don't be disobedient. With 86 boxing from out of DC. That's the valedictorian historian. He's still pushing Tim and Tim when the week begins. The super chats and cash apps collect the dividends. The live interesting, yo, I hope you listening. It's not a trick, Tim Jr. running for politics. Skywalker washing windows off a skyscraper. The mother channels stay sweet like annihilators. You get physically exposed if you violate us. You guys fool get chewed like Crocs and Gators. It's no reason to explain why you cowards hate us. Skywalker boxing media proceeding it. Trust me, I understand why you cowards hate us. Leading you is Skywalker boxing media. Trust me, I understand why you cowards hate us. Leading you is Skywalker boxing media. Yeah. Skywalker boxing media. Saludos. Word 'em up. Yeah.
Salute, salute. We're live with Skywalker Boxing Media. Team Mo Boxing, no problem. We got Poppy Chun Yayo in the house.
Y'all already know it's Poppy Chun Yayo. Heavy on the Poppy, light on the Yayo. What's cracking?
And we got the Marine veteran in the house, 86 Boxing. How you doing, Battle?
Salute to everyone. Appreciate you being here. Much love.
And we got a special guest, man. I'm happy to have him back. And new, Picasso Chance. Everybody calls him Weezy, back in New Jersey. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Just enjoying the food right now. Enjoying the
Hey,
food.
man, you told him, bro. You told him. You could punch too.
Yes, I did.
Picasso, baby.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, man. What does it feel like to to be able to get the detractors a little bit of that, the sauce they didn't think you have? What does that feel like?
Like I said, I fucking told you so. That's what it really just feels like. Because it's like the reason why I feel more accomplished. Like, don't get it twisted. This title does hold a lot of weight. Don't get it twisted. But I know I ain't I want to be WBA, WBC, WB. I want it all. So job ain't finished yet. But this was important to me just because of the fact that I had a lot of doubters for this fight. Had a lot of people saying he gonna knock you out. They think I don't know, but I know already. You get what I'm saying? I even had people from my own city saying I shouldn't take this fight or I shouldn't do this or it's too much for me or it is. So it's kind of like, say that shit now. You know what I'm saying? I told even his people with the Mexicans and all that other shit. Not the Mexicans, Dominicans. Somebody on the Twitter said I need to be careful, and I retweeted. I said, "Remember this." And then when I won, I posted his shit just so I could see, like, yo, say that shit now. You get what I'm saying? But still humble with it. Still praying to God every day. So just minding my business, staying out the way.
Nice.
Listen, man. I'm not with all that humble stuff. Honestly, I gotta keep it real with you. I gotta keep it a buck. I'm not with all that humble stuff. You guys are athletes. Y'all dedicate y'all life to training your butt off just to go and compete with another person to see whose training was the best and who's the best at the best. So when you in some stuff like that, all the people that saying y'all are conceited and cocky, no, bro. Y'all are conditioned athletes that are going to doing your thing. So y'all keep that attitude until all the soft folks that get bullied to keep their attitude. It's okay to both coexist. You feel me?
For sure. Only reason you're right. I'm not going to sit here and cap you. You're fucking right. But what I get like out of being humble is because I've been an asshole before. You get what I'm saying? I've been that before. I've been a little cocky much. You know what I'm saying? And when that shit bit me in the ass, and it didn't even bite me on the ass on no, oh, he got his ass whooped. I'd rather die before I get my ass whooped. Cause I know how it feel. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was just like when I like just settle down, started just to be on some, you know what? You can't fuck with me, but I'm about to show you. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I still talk my shit, but I don't talk my shit as the young nigga that I was. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you would have met that motherfucker, you probably would have been like, I love this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be tripping. Or I used to be tripping. Like, I used to, like, I still trip. Don't get it twisted. It's just calm it down. Ooh, let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go main screen right now for everybody, man, that missed the fight. I got the best highlight video, man. Here we go.
Word.
Damn. That was you that did that?
Yeah. I be doing editing, man. I be making good highlight videos.
Fire.
Counter uppercut to the midsection. Mean punch.
How was that last round, bro? You cracked them in the ribs, bro. Sick.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't playing with that last time. I had to do what I had to do.
It was hard, bro. I mean, they expected a different style from Picasso, and Picasso bring it, man. This guy's a heavy puncher, about the pressure.
Hey,
Look at the motion. Look at the motion. Look at the motion.
Sometimes you gotta let him run into it.
All that hard work he's invested, man,
Yeah.
finally paid off.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's a nice moment right there, captured.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Chance won.
No, throw the heart at everybody. You talk some shit on the post fight, bro. You were like, I told you, fucking so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Oh, yeah. I had to. Because it was, I was very, like, I'm gonna talk my shit to promote it, but I ain't gonna do too much. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna talk my shit because you gotta promote the fight. You gotta do certain shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know as probably times go on, I'll probably get a little worse. But that's up to the man above to calm me down. Nobody else could. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, look, babe. What about Josh? Listen, I don't know about you, but I'd rather, folks that fight to be dealing with fighters, right? Because we keep the stuff with us out here when we're walking around. So if they people that got that sort of energy, they supposed to be around each other. That's cool. Get paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do that. It's a place for everything out here. I'm glad y'all are doing what y'all doing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Hey, so what'd you do the next day, man? After when you woke up in the morning, did it feel like a dream?
Honestly, what I did, this is the true fucking story. What I did, I touched the belt. I was looking at it. I'm like, damn, it's beautiful. When I got up off that motherfucking bed, I fucking just fell. Because I was like, hold up. Because it's my first 10 rounder. And I ain't going to lie, I went through a little war. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I'm so used to like not getting hit or boxing. It's like, you'll feel it, but you won't feel it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't feel shit the day before. I woke up as if it was like bricks hit me everywhere while I was asleep. So I'm like, yo, what's wrong with me? I was telling like my man, like, yo, I get my bags and stuff. I pay y'all. Like, you know what I mean? like, bro, I can't do it, bro. My motherfucking whole body is killing me right now. Like, that was it, though. Other than that, it felt like it was a dream come true. It was an I told you so, and it was just kick your feet up and smile at the motherfuckers. That's it.
Yeah.
That adrenaline dump, bro. That's what happened to you. I can relate. Once that adrenaline wear off, it's all pain, bro. I was in a couple ID explosions where some shit blew up, like the whole road, and I'm right next to it, right? And all the adrenaline is going, you're going. You're like, oh, I survived. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. And then when the adrenaline gets out of your system, the pain from the repercussions and all that stuff, it's all there. Yeah. So, we ask questions like that on the show. So what are you doing to recover, bro? Like, is it straight back to the gym, or is it I need to get a week to myself to process this and then get back to the grind? How do you do that?
Right. But pause. We're not going to just skip past you and just went through an explosion and everything.
Oh, that's light work, fam. Listen, that's light work, man.
Yo, me too.
Yeah, right.
We're all vets. War vets.
Same here.
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all-
that's what about
y'all
vet.
army
Yeah.
motherfuckers?
And my eye came out before, bro, with the IED and shit. I hit the steel block of a 50 cal, knocked my shit out. So
Yeah, I got
lost
war
some
wounds
muscle
everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
with the shits. That's what we talking boxing, ain't we? It's a
yeah,
violent
but hey,
sport, ain't it?
yeah, we're all involved with boxing, man. Heavy, man. You know, we do our thing. You know, with media. Josh is actually, you know, he's a referee out there. You know, he's a
Mhm.
boxing official. So you know,
Respect to y'all.
yeah.
To y'all.
Sure, man.
See,
Appreciate it.
Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm the baby here, so what I do for recovery is like little Epsom salt bath. I don't really like the ice, but it's recovery, and I ain't ice bath you do need, but I do the Epsom salt bath after a fight. So I did do like a little nice Epsom salt with a little soap in it. I did that. It was cool.
Yeah, that's great, man. Listen, just
Yeah.
remember LeBron. I think they say he spent like $10 million a year on his body, and that's how he was able to have longevity like that.
Respect. That's why.
So once you get in a position, you know what I mean.
My boy Nonito, Nonito won the title too that night. I'm real close with Nonito. It's my bro, and
Oh yeah.
he runs on a curved treadmill because he's older and he wants to take care of his knees. He don't run on no hard surface.
You said no.
Nonito, Donaire? Yeah, Donaire.
For
Yeah, that's my bro, man. That's my boy.
Like,
Huh? He just won the interim title, man, for the WBA at Bantamweight. Yeah.
Bantam or super?
No, Bantam 118.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nonito still getting it in.
Yeah, 42 years old, bro, but he takes care of his body, bro. He don't run on
Yeah.
no hard shit. He does a lot of he has like this fucking oxygen shit, bro, with the curved treadmill and it pumps his lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's one of those non-electronic versions, like a manual treadmill, right?
yeah. Hey, but like Boots team and all them, bro, they're real high tech too because I've had their strength and conditioning coach on, yeah, for Cool Boy Steph, for him.
Okay.
And I'm talking about like this guy's like a doctor, a scientist. They like track their sleep patterns. They want to like perfect the most perfect, you know, like specimen, you know, like be a superhuman, you know what I mean? So
yes, when you merge science and athletes together and you're using the latest greatest, you could get an athlete to get to peak performance by using, you know, data and analysis and things like that. So, you know, they did the same thing with Noah Lyles. We talked about that before on the show too, how they hooked him up to all these wires and they got his start time to be perfect. And that's what you need. You can't make mistakes and it tighten up the little things, but you know, you can't replace instincts and natural talent though with some digitized stuff.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. And you definitely said something real. You mix science and athletes up there. You got something. You do got something. That's why LeBron was able to keep going for the NBA right now.
Right.
That shit.
That's crazy. At 40, still going at it. Other people his age will be out of the league right now. And he's still putting up like legit numbers. Crazy.
He played with his son. That's all you gotta say. You know what
right.
I'm saying? That's some history shit. I ain't never seen that before.
A professional flopper.
Yeah.
We can't just let him. Hey, listen, we can't just let that 6'8", 250-pound dude just.
Be known for that.
Keep it being with everybody.
Nah, he is known for that shit though.
Hey, the last show that we did with Thomas, I think the first thing that we opened up the show, we were talking about Keyshawn missing weight, and then you said, you know, that's your boy, you know him good and all that.
Yeah.
And the next day, the incident happened, bro. But I had you on the day before.
Oh yeah.
So that millions, you know, they make the short videos. I gotta show you the video, bro, but you'll laugh at it. But I didn't want to post it because at the time he was catching all the negative comments, you know, because
right.
Yeah, but in this video, you're sticking up for him on not making weight. You're like, it is what it is. He's good to me. It's my boy, but you know what it is, you know.
Yeah.
You know, being, you know, straight perfect with it, you know, because Thomas had opened up the show. He was asking him about weight and stuff, you know.
Nah, what he did, I mean, he's still catching a little backlash for it, but
He's getting cooked too.
Nah, bad.
Yeah, they gonna be on him for a little bit until somebody else mess up.
Yeah, the
way you gotta go about it is one, for starters. Now, gotta go a little humble. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be a little humble with it now.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta relax now. It's time to you. Not to say that you got something to prove, but you gotta definitely prove it to yourself now, because now everybody's against you. You get what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing. It's still a business at the end of the day, and you still want people to come to your fights. Where you messed up at was you were the main event. You had a lot of people. Damn, they almost had Norfolk sold out, and you can't get mad at people asking about their money because you're the show. You know,
Right.
like you gotta let's just take for an example. If motherfuckers coming to see Beyonce and motherfuckers is you got the undercards would be like a you know what I mean Glorilla or like you got the other undercards, which is other stars too, but they didn't come for that. They came to see the queen. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if he don't show, motherfuckers want their money back or the thousands or the hundreds or whatever they spent. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now in this situation, Keyshawn was the king with Norfolk. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, you live and you learn. I'm not about to judge him. I don't know how his camp was. That's my boy. That's my brother. But
Yeah.
on the business side, it's a fact. You
Yeah.
left. You were the king of the card, and now people want their money back because they came to see a king. And not only that, you were fighting a really, really good challenger that everybody wanted to see. Not that
Mm-hmm.
you were fighting a motherfucker that's gonna be on some. Oh yeah, Keyshawn gonna stop him. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't have got no sales anyway. If you were just gonna
Right.
fight someone that you're gonna stop,
Yeah.
Norfolk would have supported you. But the support that you got for this fight was major because it's like, yo, we got
No, bro, we hungry around here. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Hampton,
yeah,
and we hungry around here. Like you can't. We had Sweet Pea, bro. You know,
yeah.
we got Jerry Forrest and them here, bro. Like everybody came here, and they're getting ready to build a brand new casino on the waterfront, right?
Yeah.
Keyshawn has an opportunity like nobody else, but I wasn't even there for the show, man. I was out of town, and you said a lot of the same things that I said. Because I went to defending them too. I was like, hold up a
Yeah.
second, man. People have done a lot worse things in
Yeah.
boxing. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
was an Olympian. You know, get a boy
Yeah.
some grace. Yeah, he got some problems. Yeah, he was going through whatever. But if for us to keep each other accountable, you got to take some accountability, my guy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
messed up. That's it.
That's it.
Apologize to the people. Apologize to the other fighter. Let them know you're gonna walk this straight and narrow. You're gonna get back to whooping ass. So that's what we here to watch you do.
And that would
Yeah.
have been respected and left it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, they be making videos, bro. So they heard that, bro, and they made a video right here. Watch.
Keyshawn has been a big boy for a while. I'm not going to come up with no excuses for him because, you know what I mean? You are a world champion. Had it been a pound, cool. Two, cool. But my boy was 4. This won't happen again. You know what I mean? He did it at home. He did it at the wrong place, wrong time. So I feel like it's just a learning lesson. It'll humble him and he'll be fine after this. He'll be a world champion again. That's cool.
Straight up. Yeah, that's straight up right there.
Well, I didn't post it
Ain't
right
wrong.
then and there because it came out the day that shit happened. So I was like, oh, they're trying to go viral with your media, bro.
It would have been, but regardless of what, you would have went viral. You would have said this. You would have said that. I didn't say no lie. You
Yeah.
get what I'm
Yeah.
Even right now, as I'm speaking, I'm not saying no lie. Like I said, he's my boy. I have nothing bad. Like he's a great, fucking, tremendous fighter. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you were the king, and you was fighting a challenger. And like I said, you not just messed up Norfolk's motherfucking weekend. You messed up the boxing weekend. He was looking forward to you. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
We show up here, bro.
yeah, it's a
There
big
won't be a
event.
fight. He won't have any unsold fights out here as long as he on the straight and narrow. But you definitely right about that money thing, man. As a fan of the sport,
Yeah.
and inflation being like it is, some of the women are spending $250 for their nails, $250 for their hair. They buying the fit. Dudes is getting fresh. They coming down, getting hotels from out of town. We talking about thousands for people to come and support.
that's right.
Like that's all we want is some
And
accountability.
then you
That's
messed
it.
up the weekend. You get what I'm saying?
That's
So like
all.
I said,
Right.
like if even when you got like let's just take for an example. Let's take if you got a famous artist that you coming to see or whatever, and they didn't show and they didn't say anything, so you're going to get the hate. For example, Rod Wave had a concert. He stopped in the middle of the fucking like what's it not a concert? What you call that shit? A tour.
Yeah.
I believe he stopped in the middle of the tour or something like that, but he made sure that he said this or X, Y, and Z for us to forgive him, or for us to be like, we understand, or even for us to be like, man, fuck that. Or you got some that be like, we understand. We don't know what you go through. You get what I'm saying?
They say Lauryn Hill used to. They say Lauryn Hill.
We don't
Was
know.
hit or miss.
Different.
Hey,
But
Picasso, have you moved up in the rankings since now that you got the title? What's your ranking
you
now?
know, to be real with you, what I know about rankings is that take time. What I mean by that take time, I believe they renew it like once 2 months. That too.
Yeah.
2 months or the next convention or the I know for sure I'll probably be ranked in the WBA because the kind of belt that I got is with the WBA.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the
It should
NBA and the
elevate
WBA.
you. Yeah, it should elevate you in the rankings. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully it does. I'll be honored. And even with this, it's not too sure yet if I'm gonna move up or not.
Yeah.
26. But we gonna whatchamacallit. We definitely gonna we're gonna go back on the diet, back on the grind, back on the mission, and we're gonna see if I could like still maintain 22. Cause I ain't never really had. I'm not gonna lie, I start eating right when I'm in camp, but I'm gonna try to start eating right all around.
No, fam. Hey, that'd be like my second thing. I'd be like, the first thing I would have is, a personal trainer, one that I can ride with for a long time. The next thing I would get is a nutritionist.
Yeah.
The next thing I personally would get would be a massage therapist, not on some Jeffrey Epstein shit, but on some because you need it type shit.
Sports therapy. Sports therapy is good.
That's the first thing. I got all of that because
and a sports psychologist.
All right. What's that?
A sports psychologist. So let's say, because I mean, obviously, you're in your own head when you're fighting another man. You're pulling from somewhere to keep going, right? At some point, some fighters get broken, bro. They get in there and they find somebody who's tougher than them, who got better condition than them, got a little bit more heart than them, and that person leaves with a little something from you.
Now,
right?
What you just said was right. That's what the fuck a boxing trainer is for, brother. You get what I'm saying? That's why even with my trainer with Dwight, don't get it twisted. My father put everything into me. He made me the man I am today. But for this camp, Dwight Flemings definitely attacked him in this. At the knockout, Dwight Flemings definitely did great with me this camp. He pushed me. Yo, I ain't even gonna sit here and cap, and I'm gonna only say this one time. And the only reason why I'm telling y'all this because y'all cool as shit. This motherfucker made me cry. All right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay.
I'm talking about I'm hitting the pads. He's saying, go. We going straight through. We doing this.
Yeah.
But had it not been for those hard ass days, those days I cried, those days me and him getting back, those days where he's saying, yo, go fucking do it. Look, had it not been for those days, that last round with young Carlos where it looked like I was going to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
All that come from the gym first. So what you saying right now about the sports thing, that's what a boxing trainer's for, bro. Not all boxing trainers. You got some boxing trainers that just train you just to be right, just to do this. And then when you say this hurts, they be like, oh, we gonna stop. No. You got some boxing trainers that do that.
Yeah.
Not this guy, bro. This guy is like, yo, my shit hurt. Keep going, bitch.
That's military for you too, bro.
Nah, this hurt. Nah, bro. Come on, bitch. He will make you be like, hey, yo, this bitch crying.
Yeah.
Make you go like, oh, shit.
The real reason why we bring up all this psychology, or reason that I do personally, I can't speak for everybody else, is because the military thing. I've been in war, and I always thought it was something. We can't talk to a doctor or somebody. Like, I have a therapist, somebody that I talk to. If I feel a certain type of way, I'm honest with them. I let them know exactly how I feel, and they're able to be like, okay, what else is going on around you? They can take some things and help you sort some things and put your mind frame back to where it needs to be. I'm not talking about the when I was talking about the toughness aspect of it, I'm talking about the mental toughness part of it.
Yes.
Right? Because there's people that are suicidal out here, right? And they're the people that go through with it, they don't have a problem with the tough side.
Yeah.
They got the galls to do it. I don't want to take us that way, but you understand what I'm saying.
You're right.
I think that in some cases, some coaches may not be equipped to deal with some of the psychology things, because there's things that are happening outside of the ring, outside of the training facility that follows you to work.
Mm-hmm.
My therapist wrote a book. He talks about the psychology of people going to work, and that it should be understood, right? He's saying that, okay, a person's maybe they get domestically abused at home, right? Mm-hmm. They come to work, some of that's going to show in their work. So they need to be made aware of, some of those things, so they can't be like, oh, this person's a trash worker. No, they going through something, but they here to work because they need to make money. So you can't divorce those two.
Right.
And that's it. That's my
No. That's what you're saying is absolutely right. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely right. When you come to boxing, sometimes you need the same shit. Even with my opponent, Jan Carlos. The reason why that shit was because regardless of what, you could have been a boxer, you could have been whatever. Jan was gonna come fight you regardless. Yeah. He's gonna come and try to fuck you up, and that's one thing I'm gonna give respect to. What made me respect him more was after the fight, because I didn't know he had his whole country watching him.
Oh yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, literally had the whole Dominican Republic watching him.
They were mad, bro. They were big mad, bro. Because I posted that reel, bro. So
let me tell you something, man. I was on a big screen in a country, and they just watching it. They drinking it, they hitting their chest, they doing all that. But I'm also going to realize that that's why everything I hit him with, or I think he just didn't stop. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So regardless of what, he was prepared. He was prepared for motherfucking a fight. He was prepared to make it ugly. He was prepared to make it this kind of way, prepared to make it that kind of way, prepared to make it dirty. But I can fight too. I got a city behind me, but you got a country behind you. So it was going to be on some, what's up? I ain't backing down, you ain't backing down. And that's why that fight played out. You get what I'm saying? And I was victorious, but I guarantee you that he's going to give the average motherfucker either knock them the fuck out or give them hell. I guarantee it. You're going to see him again. I know for sure we're going to see him again.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Shout out to him. I like him.
Yeah, I got a homie in the chat. His name is on here for the long. I've known him for years, but he goes by Picasso on here, and he's into boxing. He's a jiu-jitsu master, bro. He's into that jiu-jitsu, bro. So
that's the shit.
He's like a black belt in martial arts, Picasso.
That's the shit.
Rear naked choke.
That's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit. Respectfully.
But this is Picasso right here, Picasso. So this is you gotta follow him. He's a new NBA super bantamweight world champion. The Chance brothers got you guys got a good reputation, bro, and a brand out of New Jersey, man. Not only you got backing you guys, but your brother's doing it too, bro. Your brother, man.
Yeah, he fight next week.
Yeah.
We can Philly trying to be in the final there. He should. That's probably won't be his great performance. He's he's still getting settled in. And I feel as though this fight, he gonna be so comfortable, and I think he gonna catch a body this fight for sure.
Yeah,
somebody called it.
He was just on my homie's show the other day, bro. I was tuned in for the whole thing, so I got to talk to him through the chat, kind of like how they're doing. I'm a boy, Just Do Boxing. He's from New Jersey.
Okay.
Shout out to him. If you ever want to do an interview with him, he's got a good audience.
Oh shit, yeah. I think I just hit him on Twitter.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah, I call him the voice, but I'm real good friends with him, bro, for the longest time, man, and we used to collaborate a lot too in the past. You know what I'm saying? But he's out of New Jersey.
I met him at the Boots fight. He good people for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas, Raheem. I got my whole East Coast clique, bro. I got a bunch of homies out there. Yeah. Shout out to Pro Say. Pro Say need to hook you up with some gloves and some gear, man, because you got a champ right here. His gloves were at the Top Rank fight yesterday.
Where?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is send me some dates.
That was his first time his gloves were on a Top Rank card yesterday, bro. So.
Tell bro to send me some 8-ounce gloves. I'll definitely sponsor that shit for free.
Yeah, Raheem, are you listening, bro? Are you there, Pro Say?
I'll promote that shit for free. I don't want no money out of him. I like supporting.
Yeah, he's a good guy. A lot of people rock his stuff, bro, that like Keith Cologne, all his gear. I got hats too, bro, from him.
Let me see the back.
It's just a snapback.
Yeah.
Hey, my head ain't that big for all y'all motherfuckers out there with these jokes. You feel me? I just got it loose like that.
It kind of look like the same size as your head, bro. I ain't going.
No, I'm just saying, because you know what? Be like, oh, he wear a size 8.5 fitted, old round headed. You know how we get the joker. You know.
You got a clothing brand too, bro?
Oh, me? Yeah. I mean, we got it all. I do a lot, man. I'm business oriented. I mean, I'm retired. I'm business oriented, and you know, we do the traveling, and we just we try and live life and see some good fights.
That's the gloves. That's the gloves that were in action. Both fighters had Pro State gloves on last night.
Yeah. Right.
Kashad Elliott, 4-0 New Jersey, and
that's my boy. That's Horse.
Okay,
Raheem
will hook you up. Then he even Truck and all them. Coach Calvin, they got his gloves too, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with that. That was a good ass fight yesterday. Elliott. Oh, before we get to that,
look, he hollered at your brother last night, bro.
But I got a chance to holler at Manny last night. Yeah. Oh, facts. I remember that. I seen that video.
All right. So that's Raheem, bro. I gotta connect you to him, bro. He helps out even Albuquerque, bro, and the Philippines. Next week, Vince is fighting in Pro State gloves. I got a boy that's real good. He's high in the rankings too. He's a flyweight. He's in the Philippines, but we go international and we support him. Me and 86 Boxing got our logos on his trunks this fight camp too.
Okay.
So Vince is taken care of. Shout out to everybody that helped Vince out.
Oh yeah.
We set
and Chulo, if you got a clothing brand, but I don't mind supporting that shit. I'm sorry, I just can't call you Poppy. I would not call you that.
No, it's good, fam. Listen, we had these conversations a lot. It's just a name.
Fucking
yeah. No, you got to say the whole thing. If you say it, you got to say the whole thing. We got a homie that be calling me Poppy Shampoo. He did that about 3 times. I'm going in on him next time. I'm going in. You did it about 3 times, fam. It was all freebies.
Yeah, everybody knows that guy Vince, man. We push him hard on this channel. We've got him sponsorships. We've done that for fighters in the past, and we try to do our best, man. I wish we were super rich, man. Like we can handle business, but we gotta start bringing these big businesses, big companies, man, and sponsor you guys, man. You guys need the help.
You gotta keep 9 times out of 10. You gotta keep winning, staying low, talk to the right people. Like I said, it's not about what you know. It's not about. You know what I mean? It's who you know.
And then your community too, bro. Your community has to, you got to build in your community real big. So
for sure. Like I was gonna fight in my last fight. I'm not gonna lie. It's either next year or before the year out because I ain't gonna front. This 10 round shit fucked my body up. So I'm gonna wait a little while. But we probably be back sometime. I'm gonna say November, December. So I'm gonna go and say I'm gonna try my very best to come back home, cause I know I'm gonna sell it out. So I will try that again.
We about to turn this into a all-def digital roast session, boy. Hey,
Raheem, what gym are you at? So he could pull up. What gym are you at? He asked what gym you're at, so he could pull up. He's in the same city as you.
Oh, True Warriors, Patterson. I think we all gonna be there Monday too, so pull up for sure. If you want, definitely pull up.
Josh got all the pay. Josh got all the media passes.
Yeah, East Orange are here. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. East Orange.
Yeah, man.
My stuff is on mute this whole time like that.
Oh shit! I ain't even. Bro, I ain't gonna. You was down there smiling the whole time. I pray you was not talking.
Well, I said I made a few reactions, but I didn't know I was muted. But hey, good to go though.
We got Thomas in the house, bro. Thomas interviewed Picasso last time with us.
Thomas,
yo, what's good? Yo, we're gonna turn this to a roast section.
Yeah, I mean, damn, we got Ghost out here. He coming through walking through the wall and shit.
Yeah, man. I don't have the cool match screen like you, bro.
Hey, this is cloth right here, my guy.
Whoa.
That ain't fake.
It's legit.
You feel me?
Damn, my shit is
go through
bugging
the
right now.
actual physical wall and just move shit out the way, so it's a hole there when I turn back around.
Yo,
All right, man, I'm not gonna call you Papi Shampoo no more, man.
All right,
Papi Tune, Papi Yayo, bro. Yo, what's good, Picasso? What's good, bro?
yo, he looks like Tyrese.
Yo,
You look like you could play in, like Baby Boy and Jody. No bullshit. Yo, you really look like that. No bullshit.
oh, that's funny. One hitter quitter.
yo, you want some eggs?
Yeah.
You want some eggs?
Oh shit.
Yo, man, I was looking for you yesterday. I was with Keith Cologne and Josiah Kirkpatrick. We was
Nah, I did not see, bro. I did not see you. I was all the way up. I was in a backstage at first, but then I went up to the loft with the family and shit.
Yeah, when you was up there, I was down watching the main event.
Nah, I was watching. I ain't going front. Vito did what he had to do. I was watching that Simpsons fight. That shit was a good fight. That fight that was one of the top cards. The top.
Yeah, that was the best fight of the card, without a doubt. That fight was a close fight. I mean, I think Jahai won, but I think it was close. I mean, they didn't give Lorenzo credit.
It was.
The announcers was playing on me with
close, but it wasn't close. Like
the commentary was bad.
I didn't listen. I didn't hear the commentary. What they were saying?
Commentary was bad.
But
it was all Jahai. Yeah, they made it sound like Jahai won every round type deal
because of his activity.
He didn't win every round. I would give it to
him.
But he definitely won though.
Yeah. No, he definitely won. His output and his activity won him the fight.
No, he got this way of, like when you in the ring sometimes, and it's not for all the time because you got some people that do it just to be a clown, but you got this thing in the ring called ring generalship.
Yeah.
Now, when you have ring generalship also leads to you're leading the fight. So if you lead in the fight as far as you throwing punches, you looking good, you doing this, you doing X, Y, and Z. Now don't get it twisted. Chuck had his moments in the fight, but you can tell Jahai was leading the fight. Like whenever he throw a lot of punches, Chuck wanna now fire back. But it's too late because he already got you. You know what I'm saying? And now as the round was ending, Jahai started to pick up the pace, started to corner him, started to do this, started to do that, and then after that, once you put your hands down in the pocket in the middle of the fight, you lost.
That's a good point.
That's disrespect. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they did a bad job making adjustments because there was no adjustments made by Lorenzo in that fight.
Listen, and this ain't to diss anybody or anything, but sometimes it's the fighter. Sometimes it's the fighter that motherfucking needs to make the adjustment themselves. You get what I'm saying? It can't just be. I mean, yes, you got a corner that you got to listen to. Cool. Yes, you do. But as a fighter, when you're really deep into the sport, you got to make the adjustment yourself. The adjustment I made with Young Carlos was go fight him. Because if you box him, he's going to make this shit super ugly to the point where he knows how to fight ugly, it looks like. Mm-hmm. So it was going to be to the point where it looked like a Mayweather versus Madonna 1, where people actually thought motherfucking Madonna probably could have pulled it off. Now, I didn't need to be in that position. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to go fight you. I'm going to bully the bully. And so said, so done. You just got to make the adjustments as you're going in. Andre Ward was a master at that. Floyd was a master at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even give in a lie. Shakur is a master at that. You had one hand and adjusted the whole fight with Edwin De Los Santos, a tough fighter. So I have nothing to be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Master. You got to make the adjustments yourself.
But do y'all understand why I talk about the commentators? Because what they do is also artwork. It's their job to paint a picture and provide a narrative for people who are casual fans to be able to get into the fight. Like, oh, such and such is circling around. He's trying to set him up for this. When they're helping the fans understand what the actual techniques of the boxing is versus them dick riding, because that's what they do. If we keep in a buck, right? Versus them doing that it detracts away from the sport. And then at the same time, they're not giving the other fighter the credit that they deserve because it takes two people to tango.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think they got to do better with that. We had better commentary with HBO and Showtime and all these other better commentary.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear the commentary, so I can't judge. But sometimes lately, just no disrespect to any promotion that sees, you do have some commentators that don't fully understand the sport. You get what I'm saying? You do have that, but when you have like people like back in the day in HBO, like Rajon, Lennox Lewis, you had people that had their opinions and know the game. So yeah, I respect that. That's that.
All right. This is what Pro Say is sending is gonna bring to Picasso. He's got you a matching set. You like it?
Yeah, I like it. That's fire.
With the green, the silver, the blue.
That's fire. Yeah. I fuck with it.
Hey man, I'm gonna need you to clean them nails next time.
Like that color.
Jesus Christ!
Everybody get.
That's a guy that works his ass off.
Yeah, that boy been digging graves with his bare hands out here. You on top of something? I'm ready.
I don't got no dirt. They're just.
I'm just playing with you, man.
They're sunburned, bro. That's cleaning windows, bro. It's 100 degrees out here. Shit.
You got Schmiegel mud under there.
Yo, Chun. So like Chun Yayo, excuse me.
What's up, man?
But I didn't get to hear. Obviously, we was at the fight, so we didn't get to hear the commentating. But who was bad? Because they had Paulie and Raul, and Raul's pretty solid. And I know Paulie's from, he's from Brooklyn, so maybe he was favoring the man,
team. Listen, man, I like Paulie because he's funny. You know what I'm saying? Paulie says what he thinks. Paulie don't really have too much of a filter, and that's what's got him in trouble in the past. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's a boxer. Like the same thing. Like when you hear Chris Mannix arguing with
Sergio.
Yeah, like I'd be like, man, if I was Sergio, I'd be like, in between, you say something against what I'm talking about, I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth every time you do it. Every time we hit commercial, you're gonna get one of these. And put the bike seat back on the bike when you're going over speed bumps.
No, facts. But I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to Paulie. I have heard him on Pro Box. I have heard him say like, yo, bro, how do you see this fight? I think he's doing it. But like I said, he's also a boxer, so all boxers got their own opinions too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I seen him call good shit. I seen him call bullshit. But like I said, when it comes to commentating, it's just opinions. Yeah. That's why they call it unofficial scorecards. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's opinions. You can score the fight with your opinion. Remind you, they only show. It's not like they showing all three commentators or all three unofficial scorecards. They showing who one person's scorecard, how they got it. But then when you go to the actual judges or the actual thing, the person won. There's so many fights where they thinking, because sometimes you can watch the fight one-sided because you want that person to win and say, oh, he's doing this, he's doing X, not knowing that that's why you got judges, good judges, I should say.
Yeah.
That's looking at what both people are doing. Those are what you call the great judges. You get what I'm saying?
Implicit biases.
Exactly. But then commentators that would make it be like, hey, yo, he's doing this and he's doing that. But did you not just see this person get hit that big ass right hand just now?
Yeah, I know people that only really go with Mexican fighters. I know people that only go with the Puerto Rican fighter. I know people that only go with the Cuban fighters, and we beat all of them in the boxing picking leagues because I'm going with who I think gonna win.
Yeah.
Who I think's gonna win, but sometimes it's kind of a cultural thing for us Mexicans. I'm gonna speak because Thomas Puerto Rican, same thing. Puerto Ricans kind of take pride in your fighters, and then you have a style, right? So like, everybody, even the Russians, they got the Soviet style, you got, it's a culture to it, bro. The Filipinos got their own style with combos and all that, So,
and we got the Lord of the Rings ring, the one ring that rules all.
Americans are known for slick. Slick power.
Yeah.
Oh, one ring to rule them all. Body shot.
It's been a shift in general. When you look at the old school stuff and how it went down. So I guess kind of what the shift is really a difference between the play-by-play versus sort of more of the opinionated sort of conversing over a fight, because we can see it visually now. And back in the day, of course, in the times of radio, you relied on what that play-by-play announcer was telling you or what we consider play-by-play. And they're just telling you how it is, how it's actually going. But hey, we all got that sort of visual preference now, so we've seen that shift. And sometimes allegiances can lie with the promotion, the network, and I think that's naturally because of how boxing has kind of been parsed out and distributed across different platforms here in modern times.
Josh, could you imagine Jack Johnson and the announcers calling that fight? Oh my God! What burly bastard he actually is!
That would have been crazy. It would have been crazy.
We're gonna tear this motherfucker up if he loses. I swear to God. And what happened? Just that.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
American riots kicked off all over America because Jack Johnson took that belt and then took them girls across the state line and gave them the long stroke. That's what happened.
I know that's what happened. But Ted, the way you put it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But announcers they usually like Josh was saying, they usually go with the network that's promoted them. But what I hate the most is that when a fighter lands or fighter throws big punches, oh, what a big right hand by this guy, but and I'm looking at it like that was blocked. So like when the guy has his glove here and he's hitting the glove, they're counting it as a hit. I'm like, wait a minute. And sometimes I'll be like, let me rewind this real quick. If you're watching on ESPN Plus, for example, because Tim Bradley be all over the place sometimes. Yeah, Tim Bradley, he be all over the place. Some days he's on, and some days I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So that's the announcers. It all depends on the promotion and stuff. I feel like Paulie used to be kind of like in bias, like he used to, never be. He was kind of like fair, But now I don't know. Like, so I didn't hear the commentating. So I was very intrigued to see how he did because he's back. He's now with ESPN. I don't know if this was a one-time deal, And I thought Raul Marquez, he's one of the better commentators. I used to like him on Showtime. They didn't have him on enough. So I was. That's why I asked. I wanted to know how they did. So
no, I don't think Paulie. I don't think
Paulie got 9 lives, man. Paulie got some tentacles out there.
Paulie's got to fight bare knuckle, bro. Paulie's getting into fighting again.
Paulie's calling everything everywhere his own way.
Yeah. He already works with BYB, BKB, and all that. So now he wants to fight, bro. He wants to pull an Austin Trout.
Yeah, I saw a post. 44. He's getting back into that bare knuckle war. I know he fought there once,
and he lost.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah, to that. That cat.
Talking about my side piece like that. Yo, and your girl, man, don't be talking about my side piece. I think he lost it then, fam. Because after that, he won't right after that. I promise you. The next fight, he lost. And y'all know I beat him, man. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And he said, ring announcer said, "Hey, Paulie, now you don't want to be saying that about biting the hand that feeds you, right?" Place. He sat him down. You feel me?
But Paulie's done that his whole career. Remember Juan Diaz, which he did get robbed in that Juan Diaz fight. You remember the first Juan Diaz fight, he got robbed. And then they forced a rematch and and he watched him again and he got the win. So Paulie's been doing that pretty much his whole career.
I've always liked Paulie, man. He's entertainment for me.
Oh yeah.
Paulie a world champion?
Yeah, at 2 weight classes. I think he won at 140 and 147. Remember when he fought Broner, that was for a title that he had won. He went overseas, won the title by a knockout, surprisingly. I think he stopped the guy with a body shot. He went overseas. I can't remember the guy he beat. And then he fought Broner, and that's how Broner won the title at 147.
Okay.
Yeah. I went back and watched that and rescored that with the Fight Night score. So we went back and rescored Broner versus Paulie. Rewatching it, I thought that Broner edged it. I didn't think it was a big robbery. I think I may have had Broner by a round or maybe 2, but it was very close. But I didn't think it was a blatant robbery.
It was a good. I remember it being a good fight though.
It could have been a draw. It was a close fight. It was no robbery.
No, that shit was close. Yeah. That was a close fight. It could have went either way.
Yeah. But Broner got exposed that fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Broner, he moved up probably a little too quick, thinking that he was gonna go up there and make some noise at welterweight and all that, and
that's because he got his neck. That's because he got his neck bone smushed in by Maidana. Them head punches do something different to you. You're not supposed to be.
That was just right there. That was just.
Yeah,
Maidana. They got super humble.
Yeah, Maidana was playing Mario.
Maidana do that.
But that was the Paulie fight was before Maidana, I think.
Yeah, that was his first one at like 147, right?
Yeah. But there's a fight where Broner had like a couple years before that. He fought a kid from California, and it was a very close decision. He got the win. A lot of people thought he lost. I think the guy's name was like Granados or something, and I don't think the guy was like a journeyman or something.
Mm-hmm.
He got, but nobody talks about that fight because it was his up and coming fight.
Right.
Okay.
Broner was good. It's just that he didn't let his hands go enough as he moved up in weight.
No.
Right. If he would have let me tell you something. The loss against Madonna, I thought that was one of the best Broners I've seen because when he got dropped, he started throwing his hands. He started letting go. And that was the most I've seen him active throwing the hands. He waited to the last round to do something with Porter, right? He dropped him with a nice, what was it, left hook? I think it was.
Yeah.
That's the big problem with Broner. Like I always thought Broner was talented, but he just had a knack of not throwing his hands or letting his hands go.
Okay, so this would be an example where I would recommend a sports psychologist. This would be a prime example, right? Because AB always had a speed advantage. He's athletic, and he had a speed advantage over most of the guys that he fought. But after the Maidana fight, it took something from him, bro. Like, I swear, Maidana made him put his hands in his pocket. Hey, nigga, don't you come in this store, keep your hands in your pockets. That's how they treat us when we go to the stores in the South. Get your hands out get your hands in the pocket and walk out the store with your hands still in the pocket. Don't come in the store, right? They made him put his hands in his pocket. And a sports psychologist could get him around that, be like, to give him some more confidence. Be like, look, bro, you're athletic, you're fast. What happened is just an anomaly. It's a one-off. Everybody doesn't have the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a psychologist, so I can't put it in their terms, but I promise they help.
Nah, but let's not.
No, I feel where you're coming from.
Right, though.
Promise they help.
Broner was on bullshit before that fight, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel where you're coming from, but knowing some people who've been around Broner, he had some extracurricular stuff like going on. He wasn't always dialed in the way that he should have been, and of course, if you're getting money, add on to that. You know what I'm saying? It's
not taking
that clouds your judgment.
You can't be Suge Knight at 5'7".
Not taking anything away from Broner or anything. He's still a world champion, still different weight class champion. You know what I mean? That ain't easy to do. I respect that 100%. But Broner just had a problem with manning up and tightening the fuck up. That was all. That's what was
straight up. Because you look at him amateur. I think he had like over 300 and something amateur fights. So no doubt about it, he had the skill set and everything. Yeah, but it showed you that mental piece of it.
Fuck about when he want to be, but he decided not to be. That's on him. So you can look, regardless of what, like, let's just take therapy for example. You got some motherfuckers that has therapy and still go catch a body. You get do this and do that and still. So you can have 1 million therapists or 1 trillion this or 1 billion that, but regardless of what, it's up to you if you're going to change or not. Because a therapist is just another human talking to you with more sense.
That's right.
That's well put.
Makes sense for yourself.
Yeah.
Or not going to want it for yourself, then what you seeing a therapist for? So as far as I'm concerned, you're wasting you and her time or his time. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't going to change, or
you got to want it. Yeah, you're right. It takes for the individual to want it. You're right.
Yeah. No doubt.
See, that's what we got judges for. Hey, now 30 days. He needs to see 4 out of the 5 days during the week. Go see the therapist. That's what judges do. I don't know if you know that, but you go to court and you did something crazy, they could recommend something like that for you, and then you have to do it.
No, for sure.
But you still got to want to do it, just like you said. You got to want to make a change yourself.
Like, even when you go to, because those shits are real. Even when you go to, like I said, it's a therapist, you got some people that go to the precept, Father, I done sin. Cool. But they still gonna go sin. So what did you ask for forgiveness for? You wasted time, bro. Like, don't get it wrong. If you're gonna ask God forgiveness, ask him. Cool. But in this boxing game and this shit, you actually gotta want that shit. That's why I took so much of a break. This ain't there right now. What's wrong with me? Let me go find out. And I found out and found the tunnel out the light. That was it. That's all you gotta do. So I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker saying they going through this problem, that problem, this problem. Going to the club don't fix that. Going out, that. Doing dumb shit don't fix that. Going out, working, I didn't get into that cheddar dude because evidentially, the realest emoji I've ever seen, it was like a person created it, was the heartbreak and pouring that money into it. Because once you earn that shit for yourself and do it for yourself, you good to go. Because remember, you did it while everybody motherfucker was laughing or playing around or doing this or doing what they gotta do. Remember, you still gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, it's your life, not nobody else's. So you can have a million people tell you the same shit, but you gotta want it for yourself. That's just that.
Well, that's real talk.
Man, that's real right there.
Hey, sometimes
somebody gonna receive that. Somebody gonna receive that well.
Yeah, hey, it takes that sometimes too, you know, for that kind of wake up call.
No,
right?
It's fact, because you gotta. In order for me to say that, I had to learn it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been through that. Like 2020, 24 was really a light and it was really the darkness versus the light. I had to really find that motherfucking light. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in order for me to have to say this, I'm not going to just say shit that I ain't in. You get what I'm saying? Therapy ain't gonna fix shit. Got people that has marriage counseling and do this, they're still gonna get a divorce because they didn't want to put in the work. That's on them. Once a feeling is gone, it's gone. You just have to find it again. And if you can't find it, oh well, come back to it when you take a break. And if you did take a break and you still can't find it, do something else before it's too late. Because the more you keep forcing yourself into it, you're not gonna be successful. With boxing, if you're forcing yourself to box and you don't want it, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
So I had to find greatness, and I've loved it ever since. I'm never gonna stop. Even if I feel like, oh, not today, I gotta push myself for today. Because those days in the ring where it's like, oh, my body won't do this. Well, maybe that's because you didn't do that because you didn't feel like it that day. The days you don't feel like it, go work. That's what's going to determine. That's what's going to get you to where you got to go. And that right there is what you call greatness. For sure. Hands down. No doubt about it. And when you pray, you don't pray just because it's like, oh, I'm going to pray because God got me today. Nah. You got motherfuckers that pray and still in the same fucking position. Why are you in the same position? Because you didn't put in the work today. God is only there to guide you, bro. He ain't there to do it for you. That's just the real shit right there.
Man, listen, I love listening to separate opinions and separate feelings because obviously none of us are all cut from the same cloth. And it's interesting the way that you're putting stuff right now. There are a lot of people that can relate to exactly what you're saying. A lot of people. And if for me as a boxing fan, it lets me know that, okay, listen, some people like to put a little bread on some fights, right? There's this immeasurable thing that people never seem to get right. The heart, they're willing to go into the dark place to get out of that fight what they need. I hear somebody talk like that, it's hard for me to pick against them, fam, even if they fight somebody undefeated.
Absolutely. That's why the best fight that's about to happen in September is really going down. Like Canelo versus Crawford, that's really the greatest fight to me in history. And I pray it ain't no rig shit. I pray motherfuckers.
What? Oh, it's going to be. There's no way around it.
I pray it's.
You think?
There's no way around it, bro.
Man, I hope it's. I got Crawford. If it's not,
I'm getting all my jokes, my bucket full of jokes. I'm gonna have them lined up for y'all, motherfuckers. I already know what's coming.
Who y'all got?
I know what's coming. They're gonna be talking about the dude hair, how many kids he got, why he look like he can see everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? People got jokes, so you got to be ready to get at them.
Yeah, I got Crawford though.
I'm picking Bud just cause.
I'm picking Bud. I think Bud's gonna win.
I'm picking Bud just cause.
I just hope that there's no, I hope that it's not one of those situations where Bud needs a knockout or knockdown because, Canelo sometimes in his fights, it's already 4-zip Canelo and the first round didn't even start yet. So.
Oh yeah. Just in case somebody get a cut, and they go to the,
That's a fact. Wait, so who got
40-36?
Respect the Bud, but I got Canelo, man. Just the weight class, bro. I mean,
I got it. Yeah.
Hey, yo, that's the only thing that I can agree with you. It is weight class for a reason, but
I'm a fan of both.
Yeah, I need a little bit.
brakes off of Canelo when he was a young pup. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. Floyd was my age, and he beat the brakes off that young boy.
I need more time.
Y'all don't play with me. Don't play with me. I told you, I keep it loaded.
Hey.
Y'all don't act like Amir Khan and go 6 rounds with him and put hands on him. Who else?
Okay, we saw what happened to Amir.
Yeah, we're talking about Bud Crawford, bro.
But yeah,
we also seen Lara school Canelo. Yeah. And they gave Canelo that fight, and Lara won that fight.
Oh no, I went back and watched that I swear I went back and watched it. I think Lara gave away those last 2 to 3 rounds, and I had Canelo winning. I used to think that Lara just straight up won that fight, but in recently watching it, I think it was last year on this Fight Night Sports Channel, we do the watch and rescore, and we're scoring right there via the little website app and everything. Yeah. And I had Canelo winning because Lara kind of let his foot off the gas there at the tail end.
That's why I like
He did.
We gotta rewatch it. But as far as this one, I still need a little bit more time. I had been going Canelo, thinking Canelo is gonna get it, but seeing them there face to face with each other, I was like, you know what? But hey, he looks like and I know he's gonna go about it right in terms of their weight and everything. So it makes it very interesting right there. So I think I'm gonna need a little bit more time. But I would say I've been leaning Canelo, but
it's mixed emotions.
And don't be surprised if Bud grab Canelo up and spin him around and put him on the ropes like he did Jeff Horn to prove a point.
Hey,
Bud is strong, bro. He's a strong dude.
Yeah, Bud used to be a wrestler, right?
I got a homie that does bare knuckle, and they keep giving him different weight classes, bro. Like he done moved up. He's fought in the bigger weight. He fought a dude 240 pounds, and he's like up to my chest, bro. Like he's not even 6 feet tall, like 5'10" maybe, and just fighting giants, bro. And he be laying them out, bro.
How much he weigh?
He weighs a lot. He's short and stocky. They be throwing in guys that are like fucking a foot and a half taller than him. He's like, he's 5 foot something, bro, and he's fighting dudes 240. Oh man, he went into war last night, bro. Like he fought a guy from Albuquerque, Cody East. Cody East is like probably an inch taller than me, 6'5", 240, 250. And man, it was a bloodfest, man. Like it's brutal.
How'd he do?
Don't worry. But hey, you never know. Hey, the thing about it in terms of, just historically speaking, just thinking about it when you're moving up multiple weight classes, usually when you're at a certain elite level, it can be tough. Now, just given the level of both of these fighters, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, we have seen it where guys have come up from smaller divisions and done their thing, even if it has been 2 weight classes or more. So very interesting for sure. This is gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, that's my homie. See how much smaller he is,
His eye look jacked up right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Right hook popped up on there.
Right hook Roxy.
Oh, right hook popped up over there.
I saw her fight for the first time yesterday or whatever it was.
Recap.
That one got some ring girl pictures.
Ain't nobody about to hop over me like that, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he even got knocked down in the first round, bro. He came back to knock him out in the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah, they were going at it. Bare knuckle world, they were going at it for sure.
I'm riding with Bud, man. Yeah, I'm riding with Bud, bro.
Oh no. Hey, yeah, I'm with you there. I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited about it. I think that both of them have that sort of competitive edge and mentality where they're gonna, go about this the right way. I seen them pushing each other around at the press conference. I don't think it's real bad blood, but they know that mentality they need to be in, though.
Yeah. Hey, y'all notice nobody couldn't stop Bomac, bro. Y'all, physics.
Stopping Bomac.
Physics is different. You hit Bomac, you been.
I saw Bomac last night.
You hit that good.
Bomac a trip.
Go back ahead, boy. Go back and do 30, boy.
I saw Bomac and Bernie the boxer last night.
Yeah, Bernie got hands too, bro. Bernie,
Bernie was nice.
Bernie was nice.
Yeah,
yeah, people talk trash to him online, but Bernie will piece you up in person.
Oh, he would. Yeah, absolutely.
Like this little bitty. Oh yeah, bing, 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 bing. All day.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, I gotta get off here pretty soon, guys. Anybody you want to shout out, Picasso, man, and thank for this fight, man? Anybody who helped you throughout this camp? Just to end the show, a shout out to all your friends, family.
All right, one, I'm gonna give a shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me again. Two, I want to give a big shout out to my management team, also called Critical Agency Sports. They're very good. I want to give a shout out to my guy Seven and my guy Gabe. Best managers, best guys that's been doing it for me. Give a shout out to my trainer, Dwight Flemings, and give a shout out to all the boys that won yesterday, man. And tune in next week. My baby brother will be fighting. So we all good. That's a wrap. Hope to see y'all again.
Yeah. Thank you guys. His IG is scrolling on the bottom. It's at Picasso Chance. Check him out.
Picasso Chance. Gotcha.
Congratulations,
guys.
Hard work paid off, bro. I'm proud of you, man. And look forward to your next fight, man.
Appreciate you. See y'all soon.
All right, bro.
All right, champs.
Yes, sir.
Man, Thomas, I thought you was coming to try to fire something up, fam. I'm ready.
Hey, but we got. I mean, that was good by him at the end. Letting us know the mindset and his personal. I guess he had like a little struggle where he wanted to, he was out of the ring for a while. That was pretty good. The way he opened up.
Great. Yeah. That's a sobering moment because obviously I wasn't trying to argue with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to argue with him, but it is it's an interesting perspective to hear someone actually say, okay, therapy wouldn't work for me, or therapy might not work for someone else based off of them not actually wanting to participate in it. I don't think like that.
Also, he brought up a good point talking about coaches, man. If you're a coach, get in your fighter's mind, you get into psychology a little bit, study that and incorporate it with your boxing training, and you got the complete package in a coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how do you find a coach that's a lot of commitment, man, to be a part of somebody's
some coaches that are like that, bro. So I know some that aren't, and I know some that are, bro. And a lot of the coaches get emotionally invested in their fighters, and they yell at them. That they push them. Yeah. That's what we do at our gym too. So shout out to our gym coaches. But all coaches should kind of like maybe just study some stuff. Brush up on how they can approach fighters and bring up the morale, get them to work harder, to make them become a good fighder.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the coaches that do that. Maybe we should shine a spotlight on that. On some, because we've interviewed a couple of coaches on here, and they had that sort of mentality where they actually have the fighters living with them, and they just do everything together. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe we should highlight that a little bit more.
Coach G, with Right Hook Roxy, Kid Kansas, you see how she is with her fighters.
And Right Hook Roxy come up a lot.
Yeah, they did pretty good, man. Coach G needs to get a coach award, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she was solid. Top Rank was doing a little much. Top Rank was doing a little much the other day. They had a girl with the hippopotamus on there.
What?
Hippopotamus. You know what a hippopotamus is?
Yeah, I know what a hippopotamus is. I don't think that wasn't Top Rank's. Like it was a co-promotion yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Last night. So like I think that guy from Philly, that fought Charlo. What's his name? The guy that just fought Charlo a couple weeks ago from Philly.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I can't get his name. Cornflake.
Yeah, Lamana. Thomas Lamana.
That he has a promotion. That was part of his promotion.
Okay.
So it was a shared promotion. So yeah.
I said, look what Skywalker did. Skywalker got us one of them Lobo girls.
Yeah, so that was probably was mostly him. I mean, Brad Goodman was there. They had different announcers, so maybe I think it's like 50-50. They didn't even have the Top Rank announcer either. So
Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, maybe they had a little bit. I know it'd be like that. They got to deal with like Eye of the Tiger as well. So like Billy and all them up there in Canada, Montreal is where they mainly be out of. But yeah, it's like that. So
Albuquerque too. When they came into Albuquerque, they had a co-promoter with our local boxing promoter.
They was trafficking the cornbread in. That was all cornbread in the ring. Buttermilk biscuits. I know Skywalker got to go, baby.
It just makes it easier for the promotion not have to worry about all the logistics, like having to find the venue, having to find. They go to a promoter that's used to it already. They already got the relationships, the hookups, so it just makes it easier. Yeah,
it's a load. It's a load for sure. A lot of involved for sure.
I'm a supporter of anybody that's coming with the Jiffy recipes. It's better if it's straight from scratch.
Hey, Country Box has a big show July 1st. I don't know if you guys been noticing.
Oh yeah,
he went all out on this card a little bit. He's got Sergey Derevchenko. He's got he's got a few names on the card, bro. I tripped out when I seen it.
World title champion Derevchenko
with Shannon Briggs.
Yeah, Shannon Briggs, Derevchenko. There's quite a few, bro. He's got.
Interesting. It's going down to the same spot.
It's going down after the Pledge of Allegiance. That's going to be the hardest Pledge of Allegiance ever. We're going to be saying the Pledge of Allegiance during the time of war. It's going to be crazy. Everybody going to be standing over their hearts.
Yeah, it's going to be straight up like
Skywalker just froze, man.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's God talking because they got the Constitution and their Bible out there. They tripping out.
Yo, you
hey,
guys,
everything is free game, fam. It's still Juneteenth weekend. I'm cooking. That's it.
I'm about to be out. I'm tired. I got to get to work tomorrow. So
all right, y'all.
But I appreciate you guys for having me, man. This was a dope interview, man. So, but I'll talk to you, Skywalker.
Skywalker got cloned. They cloned Skywalker.
Bro, I don't know what happened. I was talking to you, my whole screen went black, bro. And I don't know what happened.
It's because we was talking about that national. We was talking about the Pledge of Allegiance. You know, he going hard with that down there. But all right, y'all. Hey, let's run this back, man. We definitely need to get homie back. You know what I'm saying? Because I like his psychology. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to get out.
Yeah. And then we got Vince's fights coming up, guys. So we'll just keep eye on Vince. Vince fights Friday. So.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro, I can't do it no more with the people they have showing the numbers in between rounds at the Japanese fights. I can't watch it no more, bro. I can't watch what they did. It was wrong, bro. I know y'all seen that watching the Inouye, the card where Inouye's people was fighting.
Wait, what did they do?
The Japanese card.
The recent one?
Yeah, it just happened.
With Brian Norman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the
people walking around there with the ring cards.
No, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't notice it, but what were they doing?
I haven't watched the whole thing.
It don't need to be noticed. They should have sent them back to the locker room before all the fights started and just didn't even have nobody doing the walk around with the numbers.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one, man.
I ain't playing. They had Schmiegel's daughter was back there. I was like, like motherfucker gonna crawl out the screen on you. You ever seen The Ring?
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys have a good night, man. I'm out.
All right, y'all.
All right, fellas.
Peace.